Okay, I have these two ideas. This might be a short one, but one of the ideas here is going to be time traveling. And it goes back to when the Chris Benzo and Jesse Michael podcast where he talk about this guy who's a time traveler from NASA, and he says basically the movie The Adjustment Bureau, and I think The Adjustment Bureau with Matt Damon, if I'm correct. I never watched it, but he's the NASA guy who apparently is a Matt Damon and some chick and Emily Blunt. That's Emily Blunt. Not Emily Blunt. Anyways, yeah, it is okay. Basically, that's a guy who takes a time traveler. So the Adjustment Bureau is basically what he does, and he adjusts his time and stuff like that. This could go to flat Earth, but also in our reality. But what cuts us off from space, whatever, like if it's the atmosphere or if it's the electromagnetic field that cuts us off from space, that could be that's time. That's time. And time doesn't exist outside of space. And time only exists within either the atmosphere of Earth or the electromagnetic field of Earth. That's where time exists. But once you pass that, time no longer exists. My guess, we could go to actual physics, and I think it's Einstein's physics, where the theory of relativity. And I guess the best way to explain that, or if you watch Interstellar, and how I forgot, I think 2 hours was like 24 years or some shit like that. But there was a person on the ship who waited while there's people down the planet trying to retrieve something, and as they were trying to retrieve it, I think they only spent like two hours there, and when they went back up to recall, the guy was like, he had like 24 years passed, and they're like, oh shit, so there was like that time being different and stuff like that on there compared to wherever he was. I don't know if he was out in space. I think he might have been in space, or he might have been like in the outskirts of the atmosphere, or it's still inside the atmosphere of the maybe the magnetic field or electronic magnetic field for the planet or the atmosphere. He probably was at the far end of the atmosphere or inside the magnetic field. But he wasn't like, I don't think he was, if I remember correctly, I don't think he was ever like out in outer space. But that's near the point. Is it more or less they were down there, and I think, well, I don't know how many hours they were down there, but they were down like essentially 2 hours Earth, 2 hours. But because it's a different recall, that 2 hours was like 20 years, and that guy aged 20 years, and they're like, oh my god, like, they're like, what the fuck happened, And that's what I think. I think because that for me the ideal was always for me for the time traveling was because if you because they said once you go, just say if you go to a different we call a planet that's light years away from our solar system, and you try to come back, you can never go back to the time you left because time has already passed. So in my, I don't know why in my head I think I thought if you probably align it in a way you could still somehow not necessarily travel back time, but at least get close to it and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know why that was. Oh shit! I don't know why that was an idea, but that's what I thought time traveling. And then the whole idea, if you go faster than the speed of light, then that's the only way you go time travel, because whatever the case may be, but you have to go past the speed of light to time travel. And right now they say that's not possible, and yeah. And that's what I'm thinking. Outside of either the atmosphere or the electromagnetic field of the Earth or any planet, once you're in that, that's where time exists. As soon as you leave it, time no longer exists. It's space or gravity, wherever, whatever rules. Oh shit! Rules space abides to during that those. During, I mean not during, in that area of space. So I think that's how they time travel, by playing whatever time is inside the atmosphere, or the electromagnetic field, and that's how you time travel. That's my idea. I think that's how you're able to time travel, or that's. Whatever you could do with time within that place, you could time travel, and that's why I think you can't come back to a certain time. Maybe I don't know. I'm just thinking this out. I'm just thinking it now, but that's what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, and the other thing with that too is there's if you watch if you're deep into the alien shit. Oh my god. If you're deep into the alien shit, there's this alien interview, people at the time said it was real, and then people were like, oh, that's fake. But there's this alien interview where the alien's like heads nodding, and you see two doctors trying to help his head up, and I don't know what they were doing to it, but I think they're trying to, help make sure he doesn't die. I think it was this one or maybe another one, because all this shit starting to get to come together. But there was oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, so there was a point where they were interviewing the alien and they were talking to about how we live life in time, and the alien was having a hard time understanding time and how we go about our lives in time. So the person was trying to explain to him, we have a 24-hour. I think this is the subject. Is trying to tell me we have 24 hours within a day, and then we get 8 hours of sleep, maybe a nap here or there, like I might need, and just. You just explain to the alien, because the alien, I guess, experienced time differently, and which maybe not the linear way we do it. Maybe it's all together. I forgot exactly how, but it was just explaining that for me, it goes to show maybe time doesn't. Time you could just fucking just manipulate as long as you're in it. If you're not, then I think that's when you can't manipulate time. And how exactly could you manipulate time? As in when it's in the atmosphere, what we call it? Because I think that's how you could. I think that's how you could reverse it and stuff like that. I don't think if you're outside of space and you go past the speed, like there's not possible. I don't think there could be. It's just maybe on recall. I think maybe. Yeah, you'd be like the speed of light, right? If you go past the speed of light, then you're probably going to go past the outreach of the universe, and maybe that's where it's like where you're going, and it might take you back to the past or whatever. But maybe that's where time doesn't exist, and when you hit the light, maybe you're expanded beyond the universe, and maybe that's where it's like I don't know where that would go. But I think just in the atmosphere you could manipulate time, and how you go about that I'm not entirely sure, but that's a theory I'm having right now. That I just remember I was sweeping the floors and I was thinking about that, and it just came to mind. I'm like, oh shit. So that's more or less I'm trying to take that one out. I think inside the atmosphere, but electric field, that's type, and you could manipulate it as you will. How? I don't know. Well, once you're outside of it, you can't. It's essentially like a little bubble. You could do it in flat Earth too. I think that's like easy. If you wanna, you want to use that idea, you could use it same way. You could adjust time however you make inside the firmament or whatever. How I don't know. I'm trying to think. Either way, that's one idea I had, and I also there's another deal about black holes and how it could be an environmental portal instead of a manufactured portal. So you could go to different dimensions, and you could even go to the spiritual realm. You could go to, what I'm saying? I think the black hole is a how you would say what example should I use? I could say a waterfall. Like if you watch I don't know if that's any better, but like how like just say we created a portal that we could transfer one place to another, and as soon as you make it just say if it's like a circle, and between that if you watch Stargate, there's like that where there's like a circle, and there's like this liquid, and as soon as you touch it and you go inside, you could be poured into another place and stuff like that. Well, essentially that, right? I think a black hole essentially is that, but it's an environmental black hole portal instead of us creating this black hole. This portal, which the black hole might be a portal, it's created by the universe, but where it takes you, who fucking knows? It could take you to a different dimension. It could take you, depending on what dimension it is. Whereas there's a concrete direction within the portal that you make. That just say aliens make or whatever. Say they made a portal, and say this portal takes you to Mars. The environmental portal, the black hole, might take you to a different dimension. Might take you to Mars. Might take you to the spiritual realm. Might take you to wherever. But I think that's what that is. And I think that's it. Also, maybe I want to talk about something because about I don't know. There's one. It's gonna be probably a quick idea. This is one idea. I think maybe ghosts are part of a different dimension or whatever case, or maybe it's a soul or spirit lingering because whatever bad case might have happened to them to where they couldn't go past, where they are not able to move forward, or whatever the case may be. Maybe. Holy shit. And maybe it's they're like there's like this thing where you're like I just guys this one has to go to my experience with ghosts and stuff like that, and how I was using Jesus' name in a way to combat the spirits, and maybe they're able to steal your spirits, or at least steal some of the source of your spirit, and saying at least saying that you could combat that from happening, and maybe that's a spirit trying to get some soul, or just some other shit like, oh, you're descending into we guys are going to take we're going to take a little something off of you and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just a thought I just thought right now, and yeah, I think that's it. Okay, bye.